life when you really require the blessings of your teachers, your colleagues, and your friends. And this is one of this date. Now, can anyone tell me what's the importance of 20th of July? That's today. Any wild guess what mankind did on 20th of July? And that was the reason specifically for SunACT we selected this date as the date of inauguration. Yeah, if I had given the year, you would have probably guessed, ma'am. That's the reason why I have not given this. Anyone, what happened on 20th of July which changed things? Yes, that's perfect. It was the moon landing which happened on 20th of July. Now, in India, whenever we talk about cancer therapy, we talk about grassroots innovations, we talk about the cost is more, we talk about that things need to be made more accessible and things need to be more affordable. The key point is most of the drug development happens in Western world. The key point is most of the technological developments happen in the Western world. Most of the scientists, many of them are from Asian origin, are working in the Western world, and this technologies come from there, and a lot of cost escalation happens. So unless you think about doing R&D in this country, and serious R&D in drug innovations, serious R&D in developing cellular therapies, you are not going to succeed. And that's exactly what was conceptualized by three doctor friends from Tata Memorial Hospital, me, Dr. Bharat Bhosle, and Dr. Ashay Karpe, that we need to have something which deals with the cutting edge technologies to get them at that level that we can provide them at anywhere and everywhere in India. And what is this concept about? The concept is of developing, ma'am. Sir, please. Yeah. Yes, please. So the concept is to develop advanced and latest cancer therapies for our patients. Now the vision of our all of three of our friends is to do cutting edge research in India for drug development, to develop cellular therapies for solid tumors. We have developed cellular therapies for leukemias and lymphomas, but unfortunately these are applicable only in 1% of the patients. CD19 positivity, it's for only 1% of those leukemia and lymphomas. And to make stem cell transplant more accessible and affordable. It always came to us as a surprise that when we were training in Tata Memorial Hospital, the waiting list for stem cell transplant in our country, in the leading institute, was around 1.5 years. And even in major corporates, this waiting list is far more. Why is that so? Because it afforded the transplant at an affordable cost. The mission is to provide hope, if possible cure in situations where standard therapies fail. In the cancer journey in India, one of the most important things, as I told you, is innovation barrier. We don't innovate, and that's the reason why cost goes higher, accessibility goes poor. So this whole idea is to start innovation by doing R&D, both for drug development, for advanced cancer therapies. We have started with cellular therapies for CAR-T, TCR, gamma delta T cell therapies, tumor infiltrating lymphocytes. And in next year, we want to venture in developing even gene editing, gene therapies, and CRISPRs. Now, most of these studies would require a lot of R&D to be done. This is one of the first protocols which has already got developed and is gone to the ethics. It's for developing CAR-T in allogenic protocol in 10 different cancer subsites which are common. As you would see, the phase 2A endpoint is response rates. And we wanted that the phase 2B endpoint should be a good solid one. So we chose overall survival as the endpoint. It would take us a lot more patients, but that would be what we thought. Now head and neck cancer is my second love after my wife. So it can't happen that I do something and there is no study in head and neck cancer specifically. Now salvage surgery is commonly done in head and neck cancer. There are many situations where these patients are not eligible for ERT. So there is another protocol which has been development to do CAR-T before doing salvage surgery in these patients. The other trials in development are for GBM, for EGFR variant 3A PSMA, triple negative breast cancers, germ cell tumor for cancer testis antigen and CD30, lung cancer CAR T development, pancreas for KRAS G12V, G12C, G12, G13C, and even for colon cancers. Now, what we require to do this? We require four things. We require infrastructure, we require a team, and many times that you require team just to support each other and when things are not going well. We require obviously the blessings of our teachers, our elders, our friends, and our colleagues. And of course, we require funding. Thankfully, funders are there with us. So we require the other things. If we can switch to the infrastructure video, I would have loved that everyone would have been able to look at the whole GMP facility which we made over the last 6 months. It was not possible, so I've kept a video of the whole GMP facility. The integration for the GMP has been done with a working hospital. So that it was done with help from Dr. M.B. Agrawal sir, Kumar Prabhash sir, and Naveen Khatri sir giving their ideas. What did we see is that this is in accordance with FDA guidelines and R&D setup has been built. Space is an issue, so every wall of this is utilized as a storage space with 2 lock and keys. This is the consultancy room for R&D patients only, for them to get enrolled on the trial. The room next to them is actually a consenting room, which has wall-mounted cameras, and this is where we got help from one of Dr. Purvish's paper. This is a research lab. The further plan, this is going to get more refined to put genomics, PK/PD analysis. This is the whole CAR-T setup, where if you see, there's experienced nurses and sisters to take this grade B and grade C patient rooms according to the GMP facilities. We have particulate monitoring, pressure monitoring, so that the CAR-T can be assembled in this setup. The CAR-T can even be delivered in this setups. We have hematologists on boards. We have one of the most experienced staffs here, so that the whole thing can be done. And we believe in next 2 or 3 years, you would see far more publications and research work coming from this institutes to propagate cellular therapies in India. We are even in talks with 15 labs across the globe for tech transfer, so that these things can be made affordable and the pace of work would be at much higher level. Now, with the infrastructure, you always require a team. This is the whole team. One person cannot do it. This is the whole team of doctors, nurses, staff, scientists which are involved in making this. Now, we don't want it to be one-off thing, that it's one in Mumbai only and everyone has to come to this. These are friends. These are futuristic partners. These are people, when I had told them that I wanted to build something like this a year back, they never thought back and worked with me day and night to get these things done. So let me introduce them to Dr. Manoj Mahajan from Udaipur, Dr. Ravi Krishna from Hyderabad. I think Ravi is not here. Dr. Saurabh Bhave, who's with us. Dr. Anup Toshniwal, who is with us. Dr. Amol Patel, he's there. Dr. Manu Prasad from Kerala. Dr. Birendra from Nepal. And Dr. Jayant Gawande from Pune. Along with that, we had the people who are not present is Dr. Kanika Sharma, Dr. Gautam Goyal. Gautam Goyal is a batchmate, a friend. And Dr. Smith, Dr. Smith would be here, yeah. Dr. Pradeep Ventrapati and Dr. Rakesh Katna. Along with that, you always required friends to be with you. It was Dr. Bharat Bhosle, Mr. Girish Kolde, who helped us with doing all these things. And Liz was the most important person, Dr. Ashay Kalpe. He's like the wall. Wherever anything happens, he stands beside me so that things are done peacefully. Now, the reason why we gathered here is we wanted this. We have already started the work since last week of May. We wanted this inauguration to be done by the people with whom we most look after and who have been teachers to most of the oncologists in India. And so we wanted them to do the lamp lightning here and give us the blessings for this whole work. This is going to be more, it's very ambitious, it's very high risk, but I think someone in the country and with such brave people around needs to do this so that these things come to India. And the idea is we become like an IT hub for the way IT propagated in India. We become a cellular therapy and advanced cancer therapies hub in India, where each and every of these facilities are available to our patients. So I would invite all my teachers to come for the lamp lighting ceremony and give us our blessings.
So I just now I will request felicitation. Definitely we always have blessings of all these people, and we always look forward. Yeah. So I will request Dr. Jayant Gawande. Yeah. अच्छा वनीता मैम कहाँ है? I will just request Team SunACT to felicitate our esteemed guest. So I will request Dr. Jayant Gawande to felicitate Dr. Asha Kapade madam. Yeah. 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 Thank you. I will request Dr. Rakesh Khatna to felicitate Dr. Hemant Malhotra sir. Yeah. Doctor. Yeah. Next, I will request Dr. Amol Patel to felicitate Dr. Hemant Dodgaonkar sir. Next, I will request Dr. Bharat Bhosle to felicitate Dr. Sushmita madam. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Next, I will request Dr. Manoj Mahajan to felicitate Dr. Vijay Haribhakti sir. Then I will request Dr. Saurabh Bhave to felicitate Dr. Purvesh Parikh sir. हाँ? उनको भी बुला Then I will request Dr. Manu Prasad to felicitate Dr. Bhavna Seroi madam. I will request Dr. Anup Toshniwal to felicitate Dr. Kumar Pravas sir, the mentor, guide and teacher to all of us. Oh. Oh. Next, I will request Dr. Juhi to felicitate Dr. Vanita madam. Yeah. Next, I will request Dr. Vijay to felicitate Dr. Mehboob Basade sir. Vijay. And I will just request Dr. Ullas Batra sir is there. Dr. Ullas Batra sir is there? Okay. Yeah, it's done. Yeah. So with this, I would like to thank all of you. I'm here to give vote of thanks, but I think with the blessings which we have received, from all our teachers who are like next to God, basically, to us. And definitely we always know their blessings and support are always with us. This is the result of the knowledge they have imparted to us, and I think the attitude they built in us. So I think this is going to be successful. Thanks to all of my colleagues, team members. Definitely they are the, we are the face, but I think there are lots of hands and lots of efforts that are going behind the scenes, without which these things are not possible. Yeah. Anyone want to have any word or comments? Basically, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So I think there are a lot of young, impressionable minds in the audience. One small message from you from this activity which you've just seen. So think out of the box and think big and do big. Okay, that's my message to you.
So I would like to just reiterate what Hemant has said, that for a person who's in oncology and is out to, pursue a career, you have three options. One is government or charitable hospital practice. The other is a corporate world. And the third is what they have done. And there was a lot of times when people said you can't do genuine work or you can't do genuine research if you are not in a government or a trust hospital. And this is the classic example of what is the future. Join hands together, be together with like-minded people, and the sky is the limit. I congratulate all of you for taking this wonderful initiative, and you have shown that you think big and you definitely will achieve it. Congratulations.
I mean, this is really a very strong reiteration of what both my previous speakers have said, and I think I'm not only predicting, I'm very sure that this is going to fly. I said that to you in the morning, and I'm very confident what you need is a very strong will, very strong integrity, and I think that push, and I know all of you have it. So all the best, and we are with you. The force is with you.
Yeah, Dr. Ullas Batra sir is here. I will just request our director, SunACT and Sunrise, Mr. Girish Kode, to felicitate him. Yeah. So, ma'am, any words of wisdom from you? I like Dr. Asha Kapadi and Dr. Bhavana, madam, please.
One thing I would say, dream big. If you dream, then it will become successful. One inspiration, many perspirations, and here comes the whole team.
I just want to say that I'm extremely proud of the work that is being done, and even more proud that we in India will lead the way, I think, globally to drive this, because to have this kind of a center to give access, affordability in a country like ours, and I think with you guys at the helm, you will do clinical trials and make sure that they are published, and we drive publications in high impact journals. Congratulations, best of luck, and our blessings are always with you. Thank you.
I thought I was the only one left behind, so anyway, what Vijay showed in his mission was science and passion. If you really have to combine these two, then the answer is Vijay. I've seen him for so many years. He's literally driven by what he believes in. And if he's going to lead this venture, I'm sure that it's going to be a great success. Secondly, you said that your mission is to offer hope and, if possible, cure in patients who have failed standard therapy. Well, this is an area where nobody wants to venture. And I really congratulate you, because you are going to concentrate on this, and this is where the real breakthroughs are going to come. Yeah? So all the best to the whole team. Thank you so much for calling me here.
Ma'am.
What can I say? I'm overwhelmed. I taught him radiotherapy, not medical oncology. However, I'm so proud that today he thinks that I should be here to bless him on this giant leap for the world of oncologists of India. 1969, 2024. Thank you, Vijay, and all the best to the entire team.
Wonderful, Vijay and team. Absolutely wonderful to see that we have achieved here. I am sure it will go forward. I am sure you will achieve more and more. Thank you.
So Hemant, you are not the last one. So there are still the others. Yes, the the real world problems are real world problems. They cannot come in the clinical trials. So I think if they can help the patients and give the hope in the real world, that's the most important. That is where we lack, and the research and real world solutions are important, within our financial constraints. So if we can achieve in that, and these people can do that, nothing like it. All the best.
So I will not bore all of you. Now, thank you very much, thank you for being here. So all our teachers, there are lots of blessings. Definitely, this is going to be grand success. Definitely thanks to our entire team, which is working day and night, to bring these things out. Thank you, our supporting staff. All of them have come in big numbers. Basically, it can be sisters, it can be class 3-4 workers, the RMOs which are working there, our clinical research coordinators, everybody. So they are working relentlessly, last 3 to 4 months actually to get into this. Thank you very much, all my doctor colleagues and all students. Definitely, the message is already given. So the message is already given to you, basically. So it is just not about, Kumar sir is my teacher, and I've been blessed to have all of these people as my mentor or teacher at some point of my life. And they always need to tell me that, that if you follow the guidelines, probably you are going to achieve lesser, because when they have decided the guidelines, they have done the clinical trials in a stringent conditions. So if they have achieved 30%, you will land up in a 20%, because you are not going to select your patients. So if you wanted to achieve something or you wanted to do something, there are only 2 ways. You have to do clinical trials or think out of the box. I think that is the only way you can achieve this goal. And I think this was started with the same mission. I think if we are able to achieve, definitely there is a way long forward, and this is not possible without all scientists which we are having, which are working with us on all these projects. And again, I want to thank all the delegates who are here, all our pharma partners, and not to forget the Horizon team, basically, who has looked after all these arrangements. Thank you, everybody. If I missed anyone, I'm extremely sorry for that, but thank you very much.
So we'll hand over the hall back to the organizers for the lung cancer masterclass. Thank you for accommodating us. Thank you. And there's a tea and high tea, so please join us for that.
Thank you.
And it is also mine. So that makes 2 of us. So
Thank you.
Very happy with the superb energy.
Yeah.
and we should, honestly. Yeah.
मेरे पास क्रेडिबिलिटी आ गई है। आप तो किसी पेशेंट को लेके गया आपका बंदा राजेश लेके।
आपने मुझे बोला, मैंने कहा ना मेरे पास रहता है।
नहीं मेरे पास है। ओसिमोट नहीं बोलते। चल तो बनाओ।
हो सर।
बहुत जबरदस्त में चल गया।
Thanks, Prerna, for coming. Thanks for coming. All the best. Thank you. Ashay, Prerna.